Hey, welcome to the Nova Shepherd update for March 9th, 2023. So, a bunch of stuff's been happening. Um, I kind of talked about it before, but I haven't. So, when I got here in August, Undercurrent Lighthouse, like Lighthouse is the church. Let me lay it out for you. Lighthouse is the church that started all this, and Lighthouse started a thing called Undercurrent. Undercurrent is the youth center that that deals with like all the youth in Glace Bay, and then they've now opening a second center in a place called New Waterford, which is about 15 minutes away. Both are high poverty, um, troubling areas. They're areas where like kids don't have a lot of hope, and so they we've opened these centers. Like they opened long before I got here, and they're opening these brand new ones in a couple years that are being built. Like the government's forking out a lot of money for them to open these big community hub centers where like everything's going to be there. And but when I came here, so there was a couple employees for Lighthouse and a couple employees for Undercurrent, and so much has changed in the last 6 months since I started coming here. I officially started working in November, but I was here since September. I was volunteering, and in that time, we had two youth workers, Jenny and Daniel. Jenny is the youth pastor, and Daniel was one of the youth workers. And they are both leaving. Daniel's already left. I made a video about it. You might have saw it. Or did a post about it, I guess. I didn't make a video, but and Daniel came here as a student and then came here for a couple of years, and now he's gone back to Ontario. That's where God's called him. And Jenny has been on and off 15 years part of Undercurrent, and she feels like God's calling her to a new place, like a new part of her journey. And so I show up, and within 6 months, everybody leaves from Lighthouse. The pastor is also leaving from Lighthouse. Dave, his name is Dave Soller. He's leaving on the 19th to do full-time work for Undercurrent, basically as a community advocate, I believe is the title he has now. So right now I'm the only, as of April 1st, I'll be the only person that actually works at Lighthouse Church. And because of that, they've like rejigged my hours, because now I was taking part in youth stuff. Now I'm going to be running all youth stuff. All youth stuff to do with the church is now, until they're hiring youth pastor and a full-time pastor. I'm not applying for it because it's a position where you have to fundraise the entirety of your salary, and I don't think I can do that. So if funding opened up and they were like, "Hey, we'd like to have you do this job," I'd gladly do that job. But if I got to find my entire salary, I have trouble fundraising what I'm fundraising now. Hashtag, please give me money. Support my ministry, and it's not just like giving me money, it's like allowing me to do what I'm doing here. But yeah, so I'm still the ministry. My title is still mentorship coordinator, but I'm now in charge of running all youth stuff for Lighthouse as of April 1st. April 1st is Jenny's last day, and stuff. So things are changing. My contract, my hours have all been divvied up to different things now. Like I was doing this, but now I'm doing this. I was doing this for this much, now I'm doing it for this much. I was doing this for this much, now I'm doing it for this much. Like it's all been rearranged because to use the time better. Yeah, and the exciting thing is I'm talking to you from my office. Now, I have some dreams in life, let me tell you. And although, like, depending on who you talk to, they're lofty dreams or they're not lofty dreams. I don't think they're massive dreams, but I think they're my dreams. But like some people were like, "That's a massive dream," and some people were like, "That's not a big dream at all." Like, I want to be a youth pastor. We already talked about that. Maybe that'll happen, maybe that won't. I have no clue. I'm not sure what God's got in store in that. I'm not technically a youth pastor right now. I'm not being given the title, and that's life. So, but that's one of my dreams. But one of the other dreams, I had this dream of, I just want an office. I've never had an office. I've never had a place that's my office. Now, there's a caveat on this. Like I'm talking to you from my office, but it's not just my office. I share this office right now with a lady named Ty, who is one of the workers for Undercurrent, and so she has a desk over there. I have a desk here. I haven't put up any artwork yet. I have like a box right here that has a whole bunch of stuff that I've gathered over the years for my office. But I just kind of moved into this office this week, and so I haven't, this week or late last week, so I haven't really done anything with it. I've been busy doing other stuff. And next week is March break, and we go in kind of crazy nutso mode for March break. We do a bunch of stuff. So I don't know if I'll be doing it then, but eventually I'll be decorating my office. And eventually Ty might not need an office anymore, and if that, then it's my office. It's all mine. Humble dreams. I just want an office. So that's where I'm talking to you from. So, yeah, that's what's happening in my life. I've got a new job description. I'm doing more stuff focused around Lighthouse, the church aspect, like running. I'm going to be running youth groups for junior and senior youth, and a youth and young adults Bible study, a co-Bible study, and a bunch of other things, and my mentoring stuff, and like, you know, all that stuff. But I still have to fundraise. So, saying that, yeah, 52% of my salary is covered by the government till November. Then I don't know what's happening, but I'm not worrying about that far ahead. But I have to raise 48% of my salary. So if you happen to be sitting at home and there's like stacks of cash everywhere, and you'd like to donate to my ministry to allow me to continue doing this, because there's let me tell you what I did yesterday. We do a drop-in from 4 to 6 on Wednesdays. And I spent time with a bunch of kids that were all grade 5 to 8. And I have now taught at least 10, maybe more, kids how to play pool. And so yesterday I have a video game system that I set up called Pandora's Box. So I had kids playing that, and I had kids I was teaching pool, and I was going between the two, being called back and forth. Like, it was like I'd be working with the kids playing video game, and then I hear Shepherd, and I'd turn around and they'd be like, "Can you explain?" And like, so I've been teaching kids how to play pool, and I've been playing a heck of a lot of pool because of it. So I'm way better at pool now than I was 6 months ago. I used to play a bunch of pool when I was in Tyndale, when I was a young person. I haven't played a lot in the last 20 years, but I've been playing a lot now, so much so that Beth bought me a cue for Christmas and a nice case for it. There's the case. Ooh, that's really cute. It's in 2 pieces. So I get to keep that in my office because it's right in the center. It's nice having an office. Anyway, so saying all that, the kids here need a lot of attention and a lot of mentoring and a lot of just adults talking positively into their life. If you'd like to support that, I would love you to support that. I can give you a nice tax receipt at the end of the year. So there's a link that goes along with this, and or if you're like, I'd just like to sponsor a youth, cool, we can do that too. We have that ability. You can sponsor a youth for $40 a month. Yeah, if you'd like to, if you're still in the video, thank you, God bless. And yeah, I'll talk at you next week. But yeah, I'm in my office. It's kind of cool. You have a great day, and God bless. And I'm gonna push the video off now.